Alright guys, how you doing? Today I'm going to show you this ROM that I found. It basically converts your Galaxy S5 into a Note 7. So let's start here. When you first boot up, you're going to have the 4x4 screen grid. So if you want to go basically exactly the Note 7, like right now I'm using the 5x5. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to show you. As you can see, when you first install this ROM, you're gonna have a few options. You can either choose from stock, and we're gonna get into that when I show you how to install it. First, you're gonna need TWRP recovery. You can't have the latest TWRP recovery. I'm using TWRP 3.0.2.0. So if you know how to download it on the internet for your device, I use Flashify from the Play Store, and we're gonna need see, this shows us the last one I flashed in the image, 3.0.2. so that one works. If you have the latest, which is .2.2, the Aroma installer is not gonna boot up, so make sure you have that. And as you can see, I have running around 55 apps right now, and I've been testing, and battery life seems to be like normal. So like right here, I had with a 3-hour use, I had about maybe 50% left in the battery, or 46, and that was on an hour and 46 minutes. So basically you're gonna get about 4 hours of screen on time, which is I guess pretty normal right now. And I found that the camera doesn't seem to work very good. So you can see you have the Note 7 camera, and let's try to take a picture. So the picture kind of works. It didn't give me an error. So if we try to record a video, see, gives you unfortunately camera has stopped. So if you try the selfie camera, it does take a picture. So if you're like me, that you like to jump around ROMs every once in a while, I bought Cameringo from the Play Store, and this basically works flawlessly. And if you want to run like CM14, or you want to switch between TouchWiz and pure Android, this ROM works perfectly. So as you can see here, once you slide down, you get a bunch of information here, and you get all the white toggles like the Note 7. You get the settings menu like the Note 7. And the one thing that I like the most, and you know, it's air command. Now sometimes yeah, you see that? Okay, let's unfortunately, S Pen Keeper has stopped, but that has not stopped me from using it. So if you press it again, you see all the options here. That one I added, and it doesn't work, the one that says glance. But basically, let's say you want to create a GIF. So let's go to my YouTube channel. Right, so this video I recorded with this with the S5 phone in a waterproof case. The link to the waterproof case is going to be on that video. I'm going to leave a link to that video also on the video description. So here, let's say you want to make a GIF out of that video. Select here, Smart Select. We're going to use a rectangle. So we select GIF, right? So we move this here. And then, right? So the video is playing, but you gotta hit record. See? So it's making, it's recording like still images of the video. So let's say you want to stop it right now. It's like stop at 15 seconds. Let's see. All right, so it gave you 15 seconds. Doesn't give you any more. And here you go. So there you can save it or do whatever you want with it. So that's basically the one of the best features I like about this ROM. So since you all guys know that we don't have the Note 7 anymore, and at the end of the video I'm going to show you where to get this ROM. So oh, another thing, one of the options when you're installing it is that if you select there's two options that are modded, and it will mess up your ability to set a lock on your lock screen. So if you need to lock your phone for any reason, make sure you use the stock settings on your Aroma installer. So let me give you an example here. So we go to screen lock type, right? And let's say I want to do a pin. So apparently pattern and pin gives you an error. So pin must contain 4 numbers. So let's go 40. So you select what's going to show up on the lock screen, blah blah blah. So let's plug the phone and look. Boom. See, it doesn't turn on. So now you're locked out of your phone. So this is why it's important that you have a backup in Android of the ROM. So you go back, you know, and be able to use your phone again. There's also a setting that's for the night clock. I tried it, and it basically does the same thing, with the exception if you take off the battery and boot up again, it will let you log in if you don't have the pin. So if you just do the night clock, it will mess up. So but it will give you the opportunity to boot back into the ROM and turn that off. But like I said, if you choose the pin and you're running the modded version, you're gonna be stuck out of the ROM. So like I said, make sure you have the twerp that I mentioned before, and like always, button up, home button, and power button. And we're booting. And this ROM, when it boots normally, this screen sticks for a while. So when you first boot, don't worry about that. So if you're coming from another ROM, make sure you go to wipe, advanced wipe, select Dalvik, system, data, internal, cache. That way you make sure you delete everything. And like any Marshmallow ROM, make sure that you already have a Marshmallow bootloader. And basically you do that by installing like a regular ROM, and then go back, just search XDA developer and how to do that, or YouTube, and you'll find out. I forgot to mention, this is the Galaxy S5 T-Mobile version, G900T. So this ROM is for different phones of the Galaxy S5. You're gonna have to go into the XDA thread where I got the ROM, which I'll show you later, and find out if it's gonna work for your version of the Galaxy S5. So basically, we're gonna make sure that we are in I have the ROM file on the SD card. So the ROM name is Dark Lord 07 version 3.5. That's the latest one. There's two ROMs on the page. So right now I'm gonna be using this one. So I'll swipe, and here you're gonna see the aroma installer. If you would have had the latest version of Torp, it would have just tried to boot up and it would get stuck. So that's why it doesn't work. So see, once you see that logo, it means that the aroma installer is going to start. I hit English, right? So next, so you have a change log here, and you select agree. Let's see if it doesn't want to. See if I hold it closer. You select the bottom. Just agree to the terms, right? Now here it gives you a few options on models. Like I said, I'm on the G900T. None of these top ones work for me, so I select the G900F, right? So next. Now this is the CSC code. I'm in the United States. The only company that I found, I'm going to leave a link also in the video description where you could see the meaning of all these CSC and what country they're from. So I found the easiest one for me to remember is XAS, which I'm going to call it SAS, which basically is a for Sprint, right? So I select that. And these are options that you have. Please select mods, and I'm gonna go next. I selected all of them, and see here it's where it's you're gonna select like UI style, stock plus mods plus stock or style. And so like I said before, if you need to lock your phone, you're gonna keep this right here in the center, right? So we're gonna go with that one first. Stock UI with square notifications. Okay, so here's another settings that you have to choose. Stock without mods. So we're gonna go with setting stock without mods. Print sign work. See, it's supposed to work on that. I haven't tested it, so we're gonna test it once I boot up. Okay, so here it's gonna ask you which camera you want to run. Like you said, it says Note 7 works perfectly. It didn't work for us. So here, if you don't want to choose another camera, I guess, or let's try the Note 7 without the mod. Before I was running a version of the ROM with mods, so let's try Note 7 camera without mods, see if it works. Okay, so here it's gonna ask you about the drawers, modern icon injection, Note 7 stock launcher. We're gonna go with that one. And you have options for the sound. I choose Dark Lord Extreme Sounds. And you have options here for the boot animation. You have the S7, Note 7, Droid boot animation, and black boot animation. So let's go with the Note 7. Right. If you are coming from a different ROM, I suggest doing the number 1. right? Now you hit install, and this is a message from the developer of the ROM, basically asking if you want to donate to his PayPal account. I can't get it to, it's too bright, can't get it to focus on that. Right, so it doesn't take that long to install, but it does take a while to boot up. So I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna leave it running, and I'll probably fast forward the video. So it takes maybe a few minutes to install. I'm gonna edit the video and fast forward to all the way to the end. Alright, so it's done. We hit next, and now I select reboot your device now. Next. Don't touch anything, and it will reboot by itself. And like I said before, the screen usually it hangs for a little bit, but then it will continue. Okay, so we're back. It took like close to 10 minutes. So you can see my battery was around 50%. It drained to 31. Okay, so I'm going to choose English. And I found that let's say you don't want to set up your Wi-Fi right away. Let me turn that off. Even though I have my SIM card inside. Let's see if it happens now. Okay, I'm gonna check mark all of these. Agree. Okay, so it skipped. So before, if I left the Wi-Fi on, it would like hang. It would not go forward. So I will have to like go back and set up my Wi-Fi so it would detect it. Check for your update. And no, thank you here. Skip anyway. We're gonna skip the Samsung account. Here I will stay in large. Okay, so this is how it boots up. Like I mentioned before, you press on it, home screen, screen grid. I want to select 5x5, apply, and here it is. So forgot to mention before, if like, see, we went all stock, so you get the stock battery icon. If you would have selected the modded version, you would have had to you would have had a what is it called, 3-minute battery icon here, and here it's like a custom ROM where you can modify a few things. It's included in the ROM. You do have the Edge app here, but most important, let's test the camera now, see if it works. Okay, select OK, next, okay, so that stopped. So I took a picture and it did not record. So even though we were in everything stock. It did not record, so keep that in mind. If you have like I said before, a different camera that you want to download, and I haven't played with this, so if it's installed, because there might be something running. Exposed framework is not installed. Please download the latest save. Blah blah blah. So so you're gonna have to play with that. I normally don't touch that. I haven't played with Exposed since I have installed custom ROMs on my S3. So basically, let's say wallpapers. Okay, select this one. Home screen. Says wallpaper. All right. So let's test the lock screen pin, see if it works. So let's see here. I always lose it. Lock screen fingerprint. Let's see. Okay, let's go here. Select it again. Let me see if I can bring down the screen brightness so the phone would there you go. There you can get a better look. Alright, so let's go to pin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're set. Click done. Select the phone. Boot up again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it boots. So there you have it. That's turning your Galaxy S5 into a Note 7. And let me switch areas, and I'm going to show you where to get this ROM. Okay, so here we are on the XDA page. I'm going to leave a link on the video description where you could go to this page. So you scroll down, right, and you go to where it says full Note 7. That's the ROM I'm using. You click here. There's a left corner where it says download. And if you want to try their mixed ROM, which is some items from the S7 Edge and some from the Note 7, you could download it here where it says download. So you click download and begin download, and then you're going to select one of the links that's going to show up right there and download it, and you know how to do the rest. Alright, so thank you for watching, and let me know what you think on the video on the comments. Peace.